Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a pretty interesting episode for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, there are going to be a lot of storylines this season, but the number one storyline going into this season, and it begins today, which I'm very, very, very excited about, is going to be the uncertainty surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers. I think is even going to take precedent even over LeBron passing Kareem. I really believe this, right? And as a matter of fact, today I was doing some research and I just saw that the NBA just released its own power rankings from NBA.com. You guys can go definitely check it out. And of all the teams that they have ranked out of all the 30 teams, they have the Lakers ranked as the 19th ranked team out of the 30 teams going into this season. Number 19. But it's not just them, right? It's not just NBA.com and some other sports outlets that think, the Lakers are not going to be good this season. In fact, Kendrick Perkins of ESPN, I believe it was just yesterday, was talking about the Lakers. He was asked about the Lakers, rather. And he gave the Lakers, the Laker fans, a very, very serious warning that we want to play for you guys. So for those of you who did not hear what Kendrick Perkins had to say about the Lakers, as far as their team and Russell Westbrook, what we want to do is we want to play that for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to what Kendrick Perkins had to say here about the Lakers heading into the season, and then we'll come back and react to it. Take a listen to that.
The month of never worry, okay? Never worry. They will never figure it out. That's when, and let me explain why, okay? And I'm talking about the Lakers, okay? The Lakers will never figure it out when it comes down to the Russell Westbrook situation, whether that's bringing him in off the bench or whatever the case may be. I had a weekend to think about the Lakers after they got smacked in their last preseason game by the Sacramento Kings. And I understand it's preseason, but to get the spanking that they got, Russell Westbrook went out due to a hamstring injury. It's time to address the elephant in the room, okay? And the elephant in the room is that it's just not going to work with Russ, okay? I think the relationship is pretty much over. Darvin Ham is trying his best, but at the end of the day, I think this Laker roster, the way that it is currently constructed, and I love the Patrick Beverley addition, but Russell Westbrook is not going to be in full acceptance of this six-man role for us with the Lakers. He wasn't brought here to embrace that. He's getting paid a lot of money. So I don't think it's never going to happen. And I think Rob Pelinka needs to make sure that while he still has time before it gets too late in the season, that he needs to readjust this roster a little bit more and probably get Russ up out of there, to be honest with you.
Now, you heard what he had to say, obviously. Here are my thoughts on the Lakers. I understand. I think we all understand. Most of us understood this when they initially made the deal for Russ. We were one of the few people out there, or some of the people rather, that were saying that we don't think this thing is going to work. So it's not like as if, we're doing a Monday morning quarterback in here like, oh, no. We some of us out here said we didn't think it was going to work. They had other cats out there talking about, oh, it's only been 10 games, 15 games, 30 games. They said that all the way up to the 50, 60 game mark. And then they realized, oh, this team is not good. So it's not like as if we didn't understand. We all understood this. We understood the X and O's about it already, right? We understand that the Russell Westbrook fit is a bad one. We understand that. We can all agree on that. But if you think that Russell Westbrook being a bad fit is the biggest problem facing this Lakers team, then you are truly living in La La Land. For real. For real. If you think that, if they solve the Russell Westbrook issue, they've solved everything, you are going to be in for another very disappointing season. Here are the facts of the matter. Forget about what Gilbert Arenas and these guys are talking about. Let's talk about what the best player on that team said. One of the 5-10 best players in the history of the NBA had to say about his own team. LeBron James. When asked about it, they asked him, what do you think is the number one area that this team needs to focus on in order to be able to compete or at least be competitive next season? He said we need to work on our defense. Nobody's talking about their defense. No one is talking about their defense. Instead, every single day, all these people are talking about is Russell Westbrook. That is the only not the only, it is the major talking point whenever they discuss this team. No one is talking about their defense. No one. I don't know what it is that makes a lot of these people feel like, okay, you know what? The Lakers don't have to play defense and they're going to be good. Like, I don't know what makes all the good teams in the NBA, the majority of them play defense. The Golden State Warriors play defense. The Clippers play defense. The Boston Celtics played defense last year. The Milwaukee Bucks played defense. The Miami Heat played defense. The only real exception to that rule is the Brooklyn Nets. Why? Because they have two offensive weapons in Kyrie Irving that pretty much no other team in the NBA has. So they're the outlier, right? No other team has that combination of that type of talent on the offensive side. So we're gonna remove them from the picture. If those guys are hot, they can pretty much they can beat your best defense, right? They can, unless they're playing a particular team that has the right compilation of players, wings, and all that stuff to guard, like the Boston Celtics did. Most teams they're going to run over them, right, with their offense. I mean, you can't stop Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant. There is no defense for him. But what I've noticed is that, however, back to the Lakers and what Kendrick Perkins is saying, is that the media has done a fantastic job making Russell Westbrook the scapegoat. And in my opinion, that is very misleading. That is very, very misleading. Skip and Shannon Sharpe they talk about Russell Westbrook from morning till night. If the Lakers lose a game, what's going to be the number one? We can almost predict it. What is going to be the number one story? Russell Westbrook. He's like the fly in the anointment. He's the fly in the soup. Russell Westbrook. Russ don't want to be there. Russ don't want to be there. Russ don't want to be there. Russ can't accept no role. Meanwhile, they just lost their last preseason game by close to 40 points. If you believe that the reason they lost that game is because of Russell Westbrook, then you lost. They got you. You gone with it. It has nothing. Russell Westbrook played 5 minutes in that game, and that's going to be the storyline. You're going to be up there highlighting his Lola. That's the reason they lost. It's a very good. Here's what I hope. Here's what I seriously hope. I hope that they either bench him so he doesn't play a single minute this season, or they trade him. That's what I hope. Let's remove Russell Westbrook. Let's remove that variable out of the equation. Let's put it to the side. Okay, let's bring in someone else. And let's see how the Lakers will do if they continue to not play defense. Because if they still lose, some of y'all gonna look awfully foolish. You can't blame Russ if he's not there anymore. You can't blame him if he's not there anymore. So to me, I think that yes, Kendrick Perkins is 100% right. The Russell Westbrook situation is not, we understand that. We get all of that. We get it all. But if the Lakers are not going to find a way to play defense, guess what's going to happen? They're going to continue to lose. And in the media, those in the media they're going to start scrambling around trying to find a new scapegoat. There's only a few. It's either going to be Anthony Davis or Dennis Schroeder or Patrick Beverley. It's all going to be the blame game. When in reality, no one wants to play defense. That is my take. Let them keep playing the game of, oh, it's Russell Westbrook. Let's look at the shot. I've seen it. He doesn't work with them. But if you think that's the reason they're losing, you're going to be in for a very long season. These are my thoughts and opinions on this. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next one.